What's going on, everybody? Andrew here, living the S.A.S.H life, as always. I hope everybody is doing well with all the craziness that's going on in the world right now. You know, they're closing down restaurants, they're closing down stores and gyms. Like, oh man, you have no idea how bad I'm hurting to lift some weights. I will never take the gym for granted after this, man, I'm telling you. But I'm not allowing that to be an excuse to not get some exercise. So as of late, I've been messing around with some resistance bands, trying out different exercises, and also going to the park and trying out some calisthenics, different exercises over there. And I'm really liking what I'm feeling so far. It's helping me see weak areas of my body that I need to pay more attention to. And it's also good because I've been working out heavy for a long time. I think my body and my joints can really use the break. So because my gym is closed now, I've been having a lot more free time as of late. And it's allowing me to get back into something that has played a very important role in my life, and I want to share it with you guys. And that's personal development. There's a lot of you guys at home right now from work and school, and you probably have a lot of time on your hands. And with everything that's going on in the world, with the confusion and the fear and the uncertainties, I think now would be a really good time for the majority of people, if you haven't already, to start getting into personal development. When I was a teenager going to high school, I had a pretty stupid schedule back at that time. I would go to school, right after that, go to my part-time job. On the way home, pick up some fast food, get home, roll up a spliff, eat that ish, smoke that ish, and watch The Simpsons until I fall asleep. I did that same thing every day for so long that I cultivated it into a rock solid habit. It was when I came across two books that really started changing my perspective on life and how I interact with it. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie and Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I came across How to Win Friends and Influence People when I was having relationship issues back in my early 20s. The woman I was with at the time, I really wanted to communicate better with her because we were arguing all the time. So I read this book hoping that something would change. And honestly, it didn't work. But the knowledge that I gained from the book after reading it has helped me so much over the years in how to deal with people, how to be friendly with people, how to know how to respect other people's boundaries while also protecting your own boundaries. Then I ended up coming across Rich Dad, Poor Dad when I started getting really annoyed about the idea of working a job. And yo, I'm telling you, I read that book front to back, literally in 2 days. I was just so fascinated by all of the things that I was learning from this book. It was a lot of hard-hitting stuff that I didn't learn in school. At the time, I was really inspired by a man named Elliot Hulse, and he always stressed the importance of becoming the strongest version of yourself. And with that concept in mind, I just devoured every single book I've seen that had some type of interest to me. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell, and Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F***. As I started reading more and more of these books, that's when my mindset really started to take a major shift into a different direction. All of the things I used to dream about having in the future, but I always thought it was a pipe dream, I actually started formulating plans on how I can actually get there. I went from being a very negative-minded person for my own life to being a very positive type of person for myself and everyone else. I stopped blaming other people for my issues and started learning the importance of taking accountability for yourself. Think about your favorite celebrity or businessman or entrepreneur or somebody that inspires you. All of the typical character traits you find in those people, like focus, consistency, hard work, discipline, positive attitude. You think these people were born with these skills? No, you have to learn them. You have to cultivate them as habits. The same way I did eating McDonald's every single day of the week in my teenage years. And once you start applying those things into your own life, you will really see the difference on how you used to think to how you would think now. And I think because of everything that's happening in the world with all the chaos and confusion and fear, it's very important for everybody to have a calm head. Take a person who's going to work in the morning, okay? You can either get out of bed in the morning like this, to go to this job again, man. Or you can get out of bed like this. Let's go make some money. Do you see the difference? The energy that it takes to be negative about something is the same exact energy it takes to be positive about something. But it depends on your mindset and, most importantly, your self-awareness on which side you're gonna lean on more. And the more you're able to raise your self-awareness through reading books on personal development, you're more able to see where you make your mistakes and do better. And if you're a person who doesn't like to read books, that's okay. There's other ways to get your fix. You have audiobooks of some of the greatest books out there that you can listen to and soak in that information without having to read it. Or you can listen to podcasts where people talk about this stuff daily and really break it down on how you can become a better version of yourself. Some of my favorites are Andrew Facilla, Jocko Willink, Joe Rogan, Gary Vaynerchuk, Mel Robbins. There's a crazy ton of people out there to listen to. And because I learned so much things about discipline and focus and consistency from all of these different people, I was able to turn my body from this to this. Now, this is an old photo from late last year. I've managed to put on some pounds over the holidays, but since January, from starting this channel, I've consistently been bringing my weight down very slowly. And I'm making progress. And I thank that progress to personal development. Well, that's it. That pretty much wraps up everything for this video. If you're a person who does personal development, what type of books do you like? I'm really curious to hear. What books have you read and what have you learned from them? Put your thoughts in the comments section below. I want to have a dialogue with you guys. I want to know what your struggle is and what you're doing to get past it. Once again, it's your man Andrew D. Spencer. Thank you very much for watching. And always remember, live that S.A.S.H life. Peace.